Hey guys, good morning. It is June 8th here in Australia. It's the 7th, probably wherever you guys are. Jesse, hey, mwah, big hugs and kisses to you, mate. I'm thinking about you. Molly, that's okay. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. For those of you who were new or visiting the first time, my name's Cricket. Um, this is Cricket's Coffee. So let's get started. Um, we'll do the crappy news first. Health update. The cancer's back. Pepper Tree Villa, good morning, you wonderful gentlemen. I hope you are well. Um, I will be having some testing. I'm going to do some. Dinner. Hey, what's for dinner? I'll be doing some writing to give you kind of more updates that way. So it's called early, which is what we needed to. So that's the way we're going to look at it. Let me get the phone turned down here. Um, who's live at the moment? Pete's live doing baseball. I'm sure they're out in the parks and things. I saw a Myers in the Mouse that Mama is not well, so Kelly's had to pass on tonight for to take care of her. So I want to say hello to the chat. Joey's World, hello. How are you, Lisa? How's the weather in Texas? Jesse, love you lots. I hope you are doing okay. I saw your note, so sending you my positive vibes. Molly, folding laundry. I've got to go do that, so I know where you're. Pepper Tree Villa. Good morning. I love you guys. You guys keep it very upbeat and upbeat, and I love that. You're cooking dinner. What's for dinner? And what's for dinner tonight? I need some dinner suggestions. So this episode just bought a pie maker, so we're going to give that a try over the weekend. Something I need to do is to say hello to Dean at the Live Place. Dean host. If you go to theliveplace.com, you can see a listing of over, I think, 180, might be close to 200 channels by now. Everything from travel to Disney to gaming to crochet to talk shows. You can find anything there. So give Dean a hello and check out. I'm listed there, so you'll find me. Dre, hi, my darling. Hi, Dre. Mwah. Good to see you too. So check out Dean over at the Live Place. Love him to pieces. And hey, I got it. There we go, Jess. I got it. So I'm working on the technicals, so that will take a little bit of time, but I'm getting there. So Jesse, I made burgers, dill, asparagus, diced taters in the air fryer for dinner. Ooh, that sounds interesting. We had ham and cheese sandwiches last night. We were late getting in. So, you can see the hair come back. It's going to get lost. It'll go away again for a bit, but it did come back, and it's going to stay this short. I kind of like it, messy and curly a little bit, and so it's kind of fun having it. I've worn it long and everything, but it was very coarse and thick and hard to manage. So we're gonna hold it at that. I'm gonna check out my notes for a minute. I've done crochet. I've done health. Football's coming. Yay, NFL. At the moment, I'm in AFL, which is Australian rules. I'll put up a link to the team that we support. And you can see a little bit about what Australian rules is like. On Thursdays, it's Friday for me. On Thursdays, Pete, Kelly, and Jeff, Dole Whip Dad, have a show called Inside the Huddle talking about football and what's coming up and different things. And thank you, Dre says I love your hair, Jesse. That get up and go, yep, that's it. That's Yeah, I like that. I've always wanted to run my fingers through it and go, and that's, you know, what really, you guys are going to laugh. What really made me happy was when I could actually wear a baseball cap, and I realized it was my hair that was the problem the whole time. But now I love the fact I can just put on a cap and go. So I've I like doing that. I've been dealing with a back issue, which is kind of slowed me down, which some of you guys know. It's getting there. It's slow. So hopefully, here in the next week or two, I'll be. Yeah, I'm still not pain free yet. I'm getting there. So just to have a whole day of pain, no pain, would be really good. Dre, I saw your note, and I will let you know when it arrives. So, how's your guys' weather? I'm in winter here at the moment, so I have a high of 9 degrees Celsius. So double that to 18 and add 32, about 60, give or take. I don't deal in wind chill factor. Um, we get rain mostly. Um, we get rain, a lot of rain. So we've had some rain this week. That's been the biggest issue to deal with. So we're kind of up and down here. So I've got the heater on. And, you to Casey. Oh, Casey, hello. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Casey, for stopping by. Casey's a producer over on Peach Channel, has done some wonderful videos. 4K. I've noticed videos that's becoming the way is 4K. So thank you so much, Casey, for stopping in. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, subscribe if you like what I do. Well, stop in and visit with me. I'm here twice a month, and I do talk about a little bit about everything. Hopefully, we'll have a guest on at some point. We'll get some people on to chat and maybe even interview and go from there. So I'm gonna pull up. You guys see what I do. So when I'm crocheting on my one Instagram, which I'm going to turn around here just and grab my goodie bag. So this is not my only bag here I've got of doing things. I've got quite a few. This is the new pattern. And it's for you crocheters out there, it's called a half double crochet. And we're going to try this here. I'm not sure if this is going to work, so bear with me. You might be looking at it backwards. There we go. So it's going to be a blanket. I'm hoping that will. I don't think I can get it to focus very well. So we're going to have to work on this. So I'm going to have to work on bringing another camera in. So there we go. Okay. Oh. I got myself framed good, and then I throw it out of frame. So it's maybe if I hold it up this way, you can see it better. It's going to be a plaid blanket, and I wish I could pull up the picture to show you guys. It's going to be scarlet and gray. So Karki, sorry, but Casey says, I'll have to take your word on crochet. I'm not allowed near sharp objects for my okay. Phil tells me that with knitting needles. So that's something I have to work out with him. I'll try and get some pictures, screenshots to show you some of the patterns that I'm doing, or Instagram. We'll get some photos taken in It will have red stripes, but then I'm not sure if I can. You guys have seen this. You guys have seen my call the midwife blanket. I got some more yarn picked up for that, so that will. I think this is one wrong red. Hang on, guys. This is what I get for not totally prepared. Oh, so here's my gray. Here's my scarlet, and so it'll be matched with these two. So this will be the stripes in the gray. So there you go. That's what that'll look like. Uh, and I've still got a knit pattern at the moment, which is another shawl, but I'm haven't worked on that in a while. I might work on that this afternoon. Thanks, Dre. Now you see Pepper Tree. Now you see why I asked if anybody crochet. So my dad used to crochet. Uh, um, oh, thanks, Casey. That was my college alma mater colors, but I like those colors anyway together. And because I ran out of colors for the I ran out of the dark blue for the call the midwife. I needed something to keep me going. I've got other projects which I'll take some pictures of and I'll get up to where I can show you about different things. Knitting and crochet is where I go to deal with the anxiety and depression. And if I need to, if I feel that moment coming on, I will go to pick up the crochet or the knitting, but it's got to have a little bit of a challenge to it where I have to think about what I'm doing and think about the pattern. And a lot of times before I know it, it's 2 hours later, and that and those I've changed those feelings, and I've seen it might not grow. The project might not be that much bigger, but it's you see a little bit of accomplishment when you do it. So yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right, Trey. It is. It's a form of meditation, and especially now that that I need that. I need to um, need to get that focus back, and things have changed here a little bit, and it's I have to get used to a new idea, and sometimes I will go to the crochet or the knit just to clear the head. And if I have to, if I have to think, like I said, challenging patterns that force me to think, and I can um and do that. So that's good. Found something that helps also. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Casey. He said that's great. You found something that helps and allows to be creative. I got that from my adopted mom and dad because they were always knitting or crocheting, or mom would do house slippers. I wish I'd have gotten the pattern from her before she passed away, but they were great house slippers. It was a simple pattern, and they would last for you know you were lucky if you got 2 winters out of them before you needed a new pair. And for my ex husband, she always made him a sweater for Christmas. And the one year when my dad was not well and had eventually had passed, she had done a sweater. Her arms, shoulders were yeah, I was adopted. I'll tell you that in a second. Um, this was the therapy sweater, and she might only been able to do 2 rows a day, but it helped her cope. And I totally understood that. Yeah, Dre, I was born on a Wednesday, the 6th of February. I am a born and bred Buckeye. And I was adopted that September by mom and dad. So all I know is my birth mother was 16, my birth father was 18. So, needless to say, it was not the right time, but she wanted to give me, the best life possible, and she did. So, um, would I like to know her if she's still alive? Sure. Would I like to meet her? Sure, if it wouldn't cause any issues. Would I would love to have medical records. If I could have one thing, it would be the medical records that I would love to have more than anything. So, um, I'm open about it, Trey. And if I can, help anyone who's um, having that struggle and stuff, I can only share my experience and how I feel, and what how I cope. That's all I can do. Um, I have a friend now who's going through, his nan is not well, and I've just said, hey, make if you feel like it, make sure you do that. Say what you need to say. Don't have those regrets about um, what what was left. What would that help me? The medical records would, Dre, but um, yeah, it's taken me a long time to accept the fact that I'm always going to have unanswered questions, and I also don't want to um, see. I don't know if she ever told anybody or not. I don't even know if they. I don't want to walk in and go surprise. That's not fair to them, and I would don't want to upset anything like that. That's not if she did tell or didn't tell. So I know that meetings like that can end great. They can also end badly. So the medical records would help. That would be the thing, if anything. Oh, thanks, Dre. It's just come from watching TV shows and things where you hear that afterward stories that some they stay in contact and other things, and then there's the stories where um it didn't happen, and they agreed to part company and not contact each other. So it it's definitely a hard thing to deal with, and everything. So I don't know how many of you guys got to see any of the Queen's Jubilee or not. Here in Australia, we did. I think most of you guys are in the States, so you wouldn't know. But there was the cutest commercial with Queen Elizabeth and Paddington Bear. I don't know if I can show it or not. But what I can do is find the link and put the link in for you guys to see it. It's the cutest thing. And it was she's 97, was 97 this year. So she's still doing what she can, and it's yeah, that's one person we all would love to sit down and be able to talk to, and ask her. She's been around for a decade. How many people do you know these days are still here and can still talk about things that she did. She was in the army, and she's a mechanic, and she's a very knowledgeable person, but apparently with this wicked sense of humor. And Casey says, I have so much respect for anyone that adopts a child. It's the one thing to have a child, an entirely different thing to actively choose to become a family. Thanks, Casey. I'm grateful to them for choosing me. It was um, they could have chosen anybody, but they chose me. I don't know. I'm going to look here a second at my photos because I don't know if I have. Um, I don't think I have anything on the crochet. I've just got a bunch of crows pictures at the moment, so I think I've cleaned my crochet ones out for the time being. Yeah, I'll have to take some more, and I'll take some more so you guys can see them. So, um, so yeah, I'm, I am grateful. I've had a good life. It's not been easy. I will admit that it's not been easy, but um, they gave me a chance. They raised me like I was their own. On my birth certificate are my adopted parents' names. So, don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you want to leave me. We might do a Q&A and get you guys to leave me questions in Instagram, and I'll answer them. So, love to see. Okay, Casey, I done deal. I will get some pictures taken, projects out, and get some pictures taken for next show, and we'll definitely talk about those. So I'll take some pictures, but then I'll also try and have them close by, then you can actually see, because sometimes pictures don't do it justice. Um, thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. I love crocheting. I also knit, but I think I crochet more. I use one to take up the time. Um, when I get tired of one and to change the muscles, I'll go to the other one for a while. So that and my daughter last year for Christmas got me a really great bag. So I'll show that off to you. And some of the tools of the trade. We'll have a craft show next time. There you go. So 2 weeks time. So 2 weeks from today, it'll be an all craft show. So we'll talk about, some of the tools of the trade, and I'll talk to you about some of the websites I like, and how I've grown my crochet knowledge. Probably a lot of what I've learned today, I wish I could have passed on to Dad. Um, he would love to do that. Okay, so we'll do that next time. So um, I want to give a shout out to Jace and his family. Um, keep it. It's I'm going to leave it as an unspoken request. But when if you pray, if you whatever you do, could you remember Jace, Jace, and his family? I would love for you to do that if you could do that, please. Um, I'm thinking, what else? What else? What else can we talk about? Let's talk about Disney. Um, who's ridden? I haven't. I know you can't film on Guardians of the Galaxy, or I have yet to see. I haven't seen some of that, but that looks like fun. I know it's the new show going on. The is it Food and Wine? I think I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look up. I know there's something going on. There are fireworks at Disney World this year on the 4th. I did read that, so that I'm looking forward to those. Those are usually pretty good, so I can't wait to see those. Disney is now 1,000 degrees. Oh, I bet you guys are having a heat wave. I Jess, if you're still here, if they got a tropical storm heading their way, I thought I heard the other night somebody was saying something about that. Jess, if you're not here, that's okay. But Dre says, I don't know for money wise. See, I know, Dre, we're right now, we're saving up to take a cruise to just around Australia. We're just putting away a little bit every week to Guardians from front and back row. We'll be filming for 4th of July in Disney. Okay, okay. Thanks, Casey. It's already been on. Okay, that didn't last much. So, um, Joey says we did, but the storm stayed south of Disney. Just had heat and clouds. Okay, okay. Um, I'll talk about finances one time and just talk about a little bit what we do. And but this is just what works for us. So I'll just I think I did on my little corner coffee when I was doing them on Instagram. I think I talked about finances, so I'll pull that show and I'll just talk to you a little bit. It's just about what we do, and that's like right now we're saving for a cruise. So it's our we haven't we've stayed in our bubble. We've been lucky that's me knocking on wood. We've been lucky not to pick up anything here. So we've still had our boosters and everything. So Jesse just sent me a tropical storm. Don't get her miffed. Watch out now. Jesse's a one step closer to the weather than we all are. So, you want to talk about weather? Let's. Saw the movie Twister the other day. Like I haven't watched it a bazillion times anyway, and that's what I call a comfort movie. That that's a comfort movie. So that'll be another show one time. We'll talk about comfort movies. What do you put on? What gets you to laugh, or if you know you need to cry. Um, what do you do to what do you do to kind of help yourself or take care of yourself there? So we'll talk about that too. I know we're kind of all over the place here today. Sorry, guys. Oh, I never know what. I just kind of leave you guys. I love Lucy. Okay, you want to talk? You want to talk about I Love Lucy? I got two shows for you from I Love Lucy. One, Vitamin to Vegemite, and the other one is When They Stomp the Grapes, which Joey says crazy enough. Impractical Jokers always cracks me up, and we all need to laugh. No, Dre, I'm going to say there's three. There's three. There's the Vitamin to Vegemite, there's the Stomping of the Grapes, and then there's the candy store. And that's the third one. It's the candy where they're packaging the candy. I think I've laughed till I've been in tears from that one. Yes, the chocolate one. I just where they all wind up down the front of the shirt. That is just that's classic. That's what I would call classic Hollywood. Um, Hollywood comedy. It's simple, but it's still it makes you laugh. You can't help but laugh from getting into and I could see myself right there too, just getting into the trouble of not being able to. Casey says Candy Factory episode of the one Groucho Marx and Bill Holden. I forgot all about that one. That's the one Groucho Marx and Bill Holden. That's out in when they go to California, isn't it, Casey? Joey says I actually put on the Impractical Jokers on the TV for when Keith comes home, and instead of being cranky from the ride, he starts laughing in Hollywood. Oh, returns to Three's Company. Yeah, I miss John Ritter. he was just. I've been watching a lot of the Waltons. Um, Somebody's put up the Waltons on. My Facebook's picked it up, and John Ritter's in that. And I always think of John Ritter and his comedic side, but then he could be serious too. And so yeah, John Ritter. That makes me think about Robin Williams. So classic loved his comedy, and he was just so off the wall, and the way Robin's brain worked, and John Ritter had such comedic and physical. Yeah, he did. He was. Yeah, yes, absolutely on the physical. Tommy, there aren't many like that anymore who have the physical timing for the comedy anymore. And that's just that's amazing to see that, to see timing like that, especially in our day and age. You know, especially when you're looking more for some relief from all the noise of the world. You want to create um your own little corner. Okay, who watched, talking about old shows like that? Yeah, I remember that. Who watched Starsky and Hutch? Paul Engel. Good morning, Mr. Engel. How are you? Thank you for coming. So it's good to see you. Who grew up with Starsky and Hutch? The reason why I bring that up, Casey says Robin Williams was outstanding in so many different things, from Mark Money to Dead Poets. I have yet to watch Dead Poets since he's passed. The only reason why I bring up Starsky and Hutch is because there was a Waltons on. There was a Waltons where Paul Michael Glaser played a pilot, and that's what made me think of Starsky and Hutch, because I loved the car. I can't even remember what the car was, but it was red with the white stripe down the side. I'm gonna have to look up the car, what the car was, and go from there. But yeah, see, I grew up, Three's Company, ER. I'm getting into heavy duty stuff there. I didn't mean to. It was Starsky and Hutch. Fantasy Island. That was classic TV. That's when TV was good. And it was fun, and the specials, and I remember watching, oh yeah, me who watched Love Boat, who Ford Gran Torino. Thank you, Dre. I knew somebody would know what it was. So Love Boat, yes, that was the Escape for an Hour, and he loved that car. I remember. I only remember the big red and white. I can never remember what it was. And so Love Boat, yeah, the giggles on Love Boat, and the seriousness, and I thought I had read somewhere they're doing a reboot of Love Boat, but I'm not 100% sure if that's happening or not. So I'll have to look into that one. Fantasy Island. Yes, the plane. That was on Saturday night, if I remember right. Fantasy Island was on Saturday night. I had to go to bed after Fantasy Island because of church Sunday morning. Starsky and Hutch was on Fridays, I think, if I remember. So I used to We used to get the TV Guide. I don't even know, do they still make them anymore? Just the TV Guide. And we had a subscription, and yes, Ricardo Montalban. He was in Star Trek, The Search for Khan, and he played in Spy. He played the grandfather, Spy Kids. Excuse me, played the grandfather in Spy Kids. Um, but I would read it cover to cover, and I knew everything for the week. And my mom would do the puzzle in the back, and if she needed a certain answer to a puzzle, I could tell her the show, the day, and the time. And that used to annoy her that I could do that. But it was just I could read it once and I knew it. I don't remember what I watched yesterday. That's okay. I don't. I don't either. So I miss having a TV guide. Yeah, there are times I like doing the puzzles, crossword puzzles. We have streaming here now. Like we binge watch different things. Casey's asking a question. Cricket, were you more of a Munster or an Adams Family person? Um, I'd have to say the Adams Family. The Munsters. I've seen reruns of the Munsters and they were okay, but I kind of like when I tell my niece about Battle of the Network Stars and there was only three channels, she was shocked. I remember those shows; those were fun. And yeah, only three channels: ABC, NBC, and CBS. Of course, then you had PBS came along, at some point. So yeah, there you go. There's some history. You know, we would all remember three having three channels, and stuff. Oh, but hey, guys, I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I do have a podcast, and basically, what I've done with the podcast is I take the show here, put it on the podcast. So if you miss me here, you can go to the podcast and catch up on the show. Um, Antenna with foil. Been there, done that. PBS never played the games, but there was much fun seeing your favorites. Tinfoil, yes, reception, yeah, or no coat hanger. The metal coat hangers. But the foil was because you got all these weird shapes and everything to it. So that was always, classic fun of things like that. So now, right now, just to catch you up on the podcast for just a second. I haven't added anything new because I'm trying to finish my book. There's like I stopped at like chapter 8, I think, but that was just written for fun. That book was written for fun, so that's up there at the moment. And I pulled the book off. Yeah, Twilight Zone. I'll get there in a second, Dre. I pulled the book off Amazon to kind of give the book a finish. So once I get it finished and kind of revamped, I'm going to give it a new name, and it'll be back up there. I'll let you know when. So, okay, back to the chat. We're having way too much fun here. Yes, and you had Knobs on Twilight Zone. Yes. Rod Steiger, if I remember. He's the same one at Tower of Terror. I remember there was one about the plane and the thing that kept appearing in this guy's window on the airplane. I barely remember that. And what was there was another one. Something about pigs. About, and that I'm an only child, so I was designated channel changer. Oh, yeah, I was the youngest. So it would be, so and so's on. Well, time to turn it over. So I always had to go, go change the channel until remotes come along. So, But you always, you knew your day by, Tuesday night was the A team. Um, Thursday night was LA Law. Wednesday was ER. So you always know. Okay, gotta head out. Um, I will do more live. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the schedule up there. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much for stopping in. Um, I'm working on my schedule, so we'll see here about maybe dropping another live show in. So, but yes, I will work on it. So we'll get some things going up. We'll do a Q&A one time, and I'll let you know where you can leave questions and things, and we'll have some good chats about stuff. And you guys can help me, also too along the way. You guys have helped me a lot today, so I really appreciate it that you guys have come along today. So those days when you actually schedule your day around what you want to see, no reruns or DVDs. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you had to watch it then or you missed it. So, yeah, been there, done that quite a few times, But now, you can, because we have Foxtel, you can watch it 2 hours later, or you can go back and find your show and hit start over, or if you miss halfway through, and hit start over and watch it. Yeah, no DVRs, no. Oh, the bulky video cassette recorders and the big tapes, and there used to be video cameras like that. I remember that. How bulky they were to carry around and stuff, and so. But anyway, guys, it's just, we're almost to 11:15 here. The thread's starting to get a little going here, so I don't want to. I'm gonna have to. We need to wrap this up, and I want to thank you guys for coming today. Super 8, yeah. I want to thank you guys for coming today. You have really cheered me up a lot, and we'll continue this discussion next time. We'll look up some shows and things, and I'll get some more of my craft. I'll get some more of my projects photographed for you guys to see them and things, and I'll try not to bore you with that process, but let's kind of show up the creative side. Yeah, so I'll be back in 2 weeks. So, you guys you guys are more than welcome. I love seeing you guys. I love getting to talk with you, even if you ninja watch. I appreciate you guys, and no worries, Casey. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. I will catch up with you soon. You can always find me over at Pete's doing something over there. Yeah, Dean, thank you, Dean, as always. You're an awesome dude, and for what you do, and I greatly appreciate you. And to shout out to Pete and to Jeff, thank you for your constant support and encouragement. Yeah, thank you. I love you too. It has been a ball. Once I get my editing program paid for, then I can get a little bit of things put together and kind of show you some stuff. So, with that in mind, I'm Cricket. This is Cricket's Coffee. I'm going to go drink her. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Love you guys heaps. Bye.